All right, I'm going to ask the ministry of angels around myself and my client, Scott Thomas, with your beautiful white light. You have so many guides around you as I open, which is not surprising. As I open my heart to divine unconditional love and ask to connect to my highest self, guides and angels, and those of my client, Scott. I ask to be a clear channel with which to receive and communicate their wisdom. I ask to release any expectations I have towards the outcome of the work that we do together today. And I ask that the outcome of this work serve the highest and greatest good. And Scott, a message is coming through for you before I'm even going to ask you what you want to know. So I hope that's okay.
Probably.
You have so much energy behind you and so many guides. It's like it's like, a football stadium full of them. It's really quite remarkable. Just a lot of powerful, what the guides are saying is like enlightenment energy behind you. And your mission and purpose, the guides say, is very, very, very crystal clear to you. And you're very unwavering in your approach to all of that. And they applaud you for that. This is their lingo. They say, we applaud you for that. Like they're like, you're really showing up to the plate, like, and just consistently, hitting them out of the park. So they want to say that to you. And they're also going to say, and you may already be feeling this, you're on the brink of another huge for yourself, like spiritual awakening. And I don't know if you're like me, but I often joke I've lived I think I'm up to like 26 lives in this body. Really, like I think about sometimes when I see someone, if I do see someone that I haven't seen in like 10, 15 years, I'm like, they don't even know who I am. Like they know who she was, but it's like it even 4 years ago, they don't know who I am. And I feel for you, this is a big one. You're more of a big leaper. So you haven't had 22, probably like 5, really big times in your life where everything just expanded and exploded. And on the other side, you found yourself on a whole new level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just on the brink of a huge one now. A huge one now. So just go with it. Again, you may change some things that you think, most of what you think is fine and consistent, but it's really going to affect both your impact in the world. So how you put yourself out there. But also like they're showing me this beautiful relationship you have with your own inner child.
Mm.
And just, it's a real full circle moment for you where you've really just learned to be such a protector, such a nurturer, such a lover, such a playmate of, such a friend to your own inner child.
Mm.
And they say because of that, moving forward, you're going to experience a sense of personal and emotional freedom
Mm.
that you haven't yet known before. And
Wow.
so, yeah, they really want you to flow with it. Don't worry. Don't hold back, really enjoy it. And just know that you're very much in the flow and that life is to be enjoyed.
Mm.
Okay. And that's the biggest piece. Life is to be enjoyed. So do you have any questions? That was so fun.
Oh my gosh. You know, in a situation like this, when I'm with someone like you that I trust, I just, whatever, especially since I have a fleet of guides, apparently, really,
A stadium.
whatever they want me to know, you know,
Yeah.
really, I mean, it's, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever they most want me to know is really is my question.
Yeah. Are you thinking at all moving forward in terms of like a romantic partnership? Is that something that you feel comfortable talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh,
Because, I know a few things about you. We have met a couple of times, and I know that you had a very significant relationship, and your wife passed. And her energy is here right now, and she just wants you to know it's okay to move on.
oh,
It's okay to move on. And yeah, she said, and I'm going to say, yeah, 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 you think you've known that, right? But a certain part of your story up until now has been to idealize that relationship, which
mhm.
was a really beautiful relationship. So there's nothing wrong with it, but idealize it, she says, and your guides more particularly say in such a way that it didn't leave room in your heart for the possibility of more.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does. I mean, I even joke about it. I call her Saint Suchi.
Yeah.
When somebody passes away, then all of a sudden you just remember all the good stuff, and they become this angelic saint,
She's funny because she's like, oh, no, no, that was me. She's like, I'm not telling you. She's really funny. She's like, I'm not telling you to desanctify me. I'm just saying there can be more out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We have in the human world, and I'm just switching into my mind a little bit, but the guides say go ahead. We have this idea that there's one partner for life.
Yeah. No,
right? And for you, she was maybe up until now the most significant partner and an important partner. And you don't need another partner to be satisfied, but she's saying he kind of wants one. Like you know what I mean? And just to recognize, like, I had this amazing thing and now I can have it again and maybe something more. And she says it's not, and again, your brain is going to say it's not, but I can just read your energy if I'm reading it correctly and you're in your space. So like if you know, but there's a little bit, there's still a little feeling, would it be disrespectful to, you know, this person and this relationship, which was so monumentous and so important. And she was just such a beautiful, realized soul. That's the word that comes through. You know, she just was really a beautiful person and she uplifted you so much through that relationship. I mean, it was momentous is the word that just keeps coming through. Just such a beautiful thing. But she's like, it's okay to want more. It's okay to want more. You deserve that and you can have that. It's not a one-time shot. And she's like, don't worry, no one will ever live up to me. Right? But they don't have to. They don't have to because it's not a comparison.
Yeah.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I would love to be in the right relationship. What I'm not willing to do is be in a relationship that gets me off track or that takes up time and energy and isn't moving life forward in a positive way.
Yeah.
So when I think about, and I fantasize a lot about being back in a relationship, and there's no part of me that I'm aware of that feels that it would be disrespectful to her. But what is true is that my standards are really high now, you know.
In there.
Yeah. Standards are high, you know, and I'm ideally would love to have a great life partner. That's my first choice.
Yeah.
But I'm happy single. I'm okay single. And I'm not willing to be in a bad relationship or a funky relationship.
She just wants you to know that it's possible. She just wants you to know it's possible. She says that she and the guides, they're all kind of conglomerated, which is the other thing I was going to say at the beginning. Our guides are not necessarily individualized entities. They can be in soul groups. They can present to you that way. Or sometimes I'll say they have a pointy face, you know, that like one personality is like at the front, but that's not, you know, that's not the only energy you're talking to. And that's how she's presenting. She's like, it's me and my tribe, and they're your tribe too.
Sure.
Which I think you recognize that. But what they're saying is, first of all, we hear you dreaming. It's okay. And stop putting limitations on the experience. Like, yeah, you know what you know. Like, I'm with you. I don't want like a relationship that I don't want. Like, and a lot of people do, like, they're still in that phase through like,
right.
You know,
gotta be in a
romantic partnership, how to be in a relationship, what I like, what I don't like, you know, and you're over that.
Yeah.
But there's a little piece of you, if I'm reading you correctly, and of course, tell me if I'm wrong. I might be stubborn on this, but you still are right if you think I'm wrong. That doesn't fully believe it's possible to find somebody else that meets that bar. And she says it's not a comparison. It's going to be apples to oranges. It's going to be someone who awakens something different in you than I did.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. And just be open, because I don't feel there's anything you have to do or try. Just remember it's possible. She's on your team. She'd like that. And this is going to seem a little creepy, but it's how it's coming through. She's like, to some degrees, it'll always be like a spiritual threesome, you know, like I'll always be with you and working through you. And though, you know, you'll have an intimate partnership on earth of which I can no longer participate, it won't be a disservice to me. I'm always going to be your divine partner.
Beautiful. That's not creepy at all. I'm totally down for
cool deal
with Suchi and some other wonderful woman.
Yeah. And I feel that her energy will be with this person, whether, you know, in some way. It's, and it may even be someone that you both knew.
Send her. I'm ready.
Okay.
Send her.
Beautiful. Anything else before, because we got time before we move on to Amy and Tangela?
Last thing, is there anything in terms of my world service, whether it's Awakening World or my love coaching or anything else, that my guides
Yeah.
steer me in a particular direction or offer any input of how I can be better at what I do?
Okay. They're like so clear. They're like, don't hold back. Okay. I don't know what this means. They're like, don't hold back. And they're giving me the image of you with like a blowhorn. And they need you to be with a blowhorn and have fun with a blowhorn, like I'm doing this show. I do these things. I like doing this. This is fun. And I know that you love doing what you do too. And you also have a lot of integrity and you have like a lot of experience as like a, producer and all of that. So I think sometimes that dampens the joy a little bit. Like you get a little tired. And so, I don't think you're going to stop doing it, but follow the flows. If there's things that you've always dreamed of doing that have nothing to do with what you're doing now, but sound fun, especially if they involve you having a wider voice and your voice, as opposed to the beautiful champion you are for other people's voices, which you don't necessarily need to stop doing either. But your voice really needs to be heard right now, just a little bit more. And so really like that blowhorn, they say, getting out there and doing the things that you love to do. And there's one more thread coming through, so I want to grab it. In terms of the love coaching piece, and I've had the honor of seeing you work, and you're just absolutely amazing and beautiful. What do they want to say? There's a way, you already do this, but there's a way to expand that even beyond where you've been doing it, who you've been doing it with, and how you've been doing it. Because love coaching, and this because Marshall's coming through to share, it's a way of life. It's a way of relating to people. It's a way of heart opening for the whole planet or the whole world. And he says, thank you, my friend, for being the next person, to one of the next people, but you are very significant in the lineage and the work that he created and taking it to the next level. But again, he's really being clear. He's like, don't be afraid to make it your own and to expand well beyond what I started. It's very important that you do that. He says it's your duty. He uses the word duty. Okay. Which is very specific. And I don't think it's a problem, but don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly too, in all respects. Just do you, be you, do it your way. Don't worry anymore about meeting people where they're at. There's a way to do it to be respectful, but you don't dim your light for people whose eyeballs haven't adjusted yet to the brightness. You just find the ones that are ready to see what you have to share.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That was fun.
Thank you, my gal. Thank you for coming out. How much fun.
The bomb.
Yay.